Appraisal gaps. Will the buyer have to come in with all of the money they promised they'd come in with if it doesn't appraise? No, they will not. Not necessarily. We have solutions. Here's what they are. What happens if you overbid on a home, meaning they're asking $500 and you end up bidding $575 so that you get that home? And let's say you win and now you're under contract. What if it doesn't appraise? Have you been told you're going to have to pay that difference, that $75,000? That's not necessarily true. For more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. Be a subscriber that gets weekly mortgage advice. There is a thing called appraisal gap insurance, but it's not really appraisal gap insurance. It's just good old PMI. We can use PMI to insulate and protect the buyer from having to come in with all of that money in that gap scenario. So if you were planning on coming in with 20% down, sometimes even 15 or 10% down, we may now have to base our loan on a lower appraised value than maybe your contract price that you went under. So you offered $575, it was listed at $500, appraisal comes in at, let's say, $540, whatever it is, we are going to base our loan on the lower of the appraised value and the purchase price. So in this case, if it appraises at that lower amount, even $500, it may very well be that now you do the same loan amount you always planned on doing, but you just have to go from an 80% loan to an 85 or a 90 or even a 95% loan. So what will we do? We'll put PMI on the loan, let you keep your money in the bank. You don't have to withdraw your retirement. You don't have to get a gift from mom. You don't have to clean out your savings account necessarily. We'll keep the loan amount the same, and we'll just raise that loan to value based on the lower purchase price, put some PMI on the loan, but it's a small price to pay versus you having to come in with all of that money for the gap. Give us a call because we have strategies for this. Sometimes we can couple it with down payment assistance if their income can fit in that guideline. There's just a lot of things that can be done to help the client not necessarily have to come in with the gap. Sometimes we get a waiver on the home and we don't even need an appraisal, so the gap becomes inconsequential. At any rate, there are ways to get around this. You don't always necessarily have to come up with the difference on an appraisal gap, so don't be afraid to give us a call, run through some scenarios, and let us give you options so that you can compete in this crazy, crazy market and still get a home. Michelle Oddo, the Oddo Group, with Luminate Home Loans. You don't need $1 bazillion to get into a house necessarily. Let us show you how you can do it smart and still get the house that you want.